Welcome to Smart Story Studio, where timeless truths come alive through powerful scripture stories filled with lessons, emotions, and transformation. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss any of our weekly uploads. Now, let's dive in. Have you ever wished something in your life could move faster? A dream, a breakthrough, an answer to a long unanswered prayer. In our age of speed, of instant messages and same-day deliveries, we often forget that true acceleration doesn't come from technology. It comes from divine alignment. Today, we travel back over 3,000 years to witness one of the greatest acts of divine speed in human history, the story of Prophet Sulaiman, AS, and the teleportation of a throne across empires, all in the blink of an eye. This is not just a story from a book. This is a spiritual blueprint for what's possible when you align with knowledge, faith, and divine permission. Sulaiman, AS, was not an ordinary king. He was gifted a dominion unlike any other. He commanded the wind. He understood the speech of animals. He ruled over jinn and men alike. But his true greatness didn't come from his throne. It came from his heart, a heart deeply grateful to Allah, fully aware that power is a test, not a trophy. And one day, a test would arrive in the form of a woman, Bilqis, the Queen of Sheba. Queen Bilqis ruled over Saba, a rich kingdom in modern-day Yemen. Her palace was known for its beauty and sophistication. Its crowning jewel? A magnificent throne encrusted with gems and surrounded by power. But power alone is not enough. Sulaiman, AS, knew that no matter how advanced a civilization may be, if its heart bows to the sun instead of the creator of the sun, it is still in darkness. So he sent her a message, an invitation to monotheism. And as her caravan approached Jerusalem, Sulaiman turned to his court and asked one of the greatest questions in the Quran. Who can bring me her throne? Open book Surah An-Naml 27:38, he said, O assembly, which of you will bring me her throne before they come to me in submission? It wasn't a challenge. It was a divine moment. Because in that single request, time, space, and science were about to be bent by faith. One of the strongest among the jinn responded, Open book Surah An-Naml 27:39. A powerful one from among the jinn said, I will bring it to you before you rise from your council seat. Impressive, but Sulaiman, AS, stayed quiet. He knew something greater was possible. A deeper silence spread through the courtroom, until another voice spoke. It wasn't loud, it wasn't arrogant, but it was rooted in something stronger than strength. The one who had knowledge of the book said, I will bring it to you before your gaze returns to you. In the blink of an eye, before you can close and open your eyes. A span of milliseconds. And it happened. The throne was there, transported across over 2,000 kilometers from Yemen to Jerusalem in an instant, not through technology, not through magic, but through divine permission granted to a servant who carried a key, knowledge of the book. Today's scientists call it quantum entanglement. They've discovered that particles can communicate faster than light, even if separated by thousands of kilometers. They try to understand how information, matter, and energy can relocate instantly across vast distances. But the throne of Bilqis? It wasn't just data. It was a massive physical object, moved not through technology, but through taqwa, God consciousness, certainty, and knowledge of divine secrets. Sulaiman, AS, didn't clap. He didn't brag. He humbled himself. This is from the bounty of my Lord, to test me whether I will be grateful or ungrateful, a lesson for every ambitious soul. The miracles you receive aren't for your status. They are tests of your sincerity. Sulaiman, AS, had her throne placed in front of her, disguised slightly, and asked her, Is this your throne? She hesitated, confused, stunned. It looks like it, she replied. And then came another test. As she entered the palace, she saw a floor that looked like flowing water. She raised her garments, thinking she would get wet, but it was clear glass, an illusion, a mirror to her beliefs. She said, "My Lord, I have wronged myself. I submit with Sulaiman to Allah, the Lord of the worlds." It wasn't the throne that traveled. It was her heart, from arrogance to surrender, from sun worship to submission to the one who created the sun. You may not move physical thrones across countries, but you can move hearts through dua dreams, through certainty reality, through surrender. Sulaiman's story isn't just about speed. It's about certainty in Allah, gratitude in success, knowledge of revelation, tests in disguise, and the reward of humility. Certainty activates miracles. The throne moved because someone believed fully in Allah's power. Knowledge is power, but not just worldly knowledge. Divine knowledge connects the soul to the source of all reality. Leadership without humility is just tyranny. Sulaiman A.S. responded to power with gratitude. Tests are hidden in blessings. The speed of the throne was not the gift. It was the test. Don't be deceived by illusions. Like the glass floor, much of this dunya is not what it seems. The Quran holds the codes of the universe. Knowledge of the book was enough to bend time. Your response to success reveals your soul. Do you praise Allah or praise yourself? Faith is faster than light. A dua can change your reality faster than logic can track. Never underestimate hidden believers. The man who moved the throne wasn't famous. He was faithful. Submission transforms everything. Bilqis found more peace in surrender than she ever had on her throne. Weekly challenge for viewers. Read Surah An-Naml, verses 38 to 44. Reflect on one impossible goal in your life. Write it down. For 7 days, wake up before Far, pray 2 rak'ah, and ask Allah with certainty to move it. Bonus dua for divine speed. Ya Allah, you are the Lord of time. Move my life forward with divine barakah. Let my delays become speed. Let my waiting become wisdom. Let my setbacks become secrets of strength. Your gift as a seeker of light. If you've read and listened this far, you're not just curious, you're chosen. We've prepared a special free gift for you. The Time Travel Journal, 7 Prophets, 7 Miracles, 7 Days of Reflection. Includes space for your goals, Qur'anic reflection prompts, dua tracker, life planning pages. Download link below. Final reflection. Some say these stories are myths, fairy tales for the faithful, but those who know that they are manuals for movement. Because when you carry certainty, sincerity, and knowledge of the book, you don't just walk through life. You fly, even if just in the blink of an eye. Next episode preview. Episode 5, The Time Loop in Moose's Story. What if your delays are not detours, but divine loops meant to train your soul? Pushpin, the Quran doesn't just speak of the past. It unlocks your future. What a journey through faith, failure, and God's unfailing love. If this story moved you or taught you something powerful, drop a comment below and tell us what stood out the most. And don't keep this truth to yourself. Share this video with a friend who needs some light and encouragement today. Remember, here at Smart Story Studio, we tell stories that inspire, teach, and transform lives. Subscribe now for more emotional, dramatic, and truth-filled scripture stories that shape your mind and spirit. Until next time, stay inspired, stay strong, and stay rooted in the Word.